Hello everybody, and Merry Christmas in this last week of Christmastide. And today is the feast day of a woman named Elizabeth Bailey Seton. Saint Elizabeth was an American woman of the 19th century. She was raised an Episcopalian. She married and she and her husband had 5 children. And after her husband died, she converted to Roman Catholicism. And she founded the first congregation of women religious in the United States, the Sisters of Charity. And they were primarily devoted to education of the poor and to teaching in parochial schools. So Elizabeth Seton became the first native-born American to be canonized as saint. And so today the church honors Mother Seton. Now, Mother Seton, in a letter that she wrote to her spiritual daughters, which is applicable to all of us, she reflects on the fact that Jesus, an interior life is simply the continuation of Jesus's life in us. And she said, what was the motivating force in Jesus's life? It was to do the will of the Father. And so she said, that's our model as well. So she said we ought to do the will of God in the manner God wills it, and because He wills it. And so first of all, we want to make sure we try to do the will of God in all things, and in the manner that He wills it, meaning that we don't do it with driven hurriedness, and we don't do it like a snail that needs a push, but we do it calmly and with determination, and that we are ready to do God's will whenever He asks us to do it. And she also said, God's will for us is that we be holy and that we have a holy life, and that He's given us all kinds of graces to do that. And so she encourages us to tap into those graces and to take advantage of them. And so today the church honors Mother Seton, Elizabeth Bailey Seton. Some of you may have been to Emmitsburg, Maryland, where there is the shrine to Mother Seton and the mother house of her Sisters of Charity. It's a very popular place of pilgrimage in Emmitsburg, Maryland. So as I mentioned at Masses, we are going to have a book study group, a book reading group rather, about one of our new saints to be canonized in this new year of 2022, Blessed Charles de Foucauld. And this is the book that we will be using in that book reading group, and the details are in the bulletin. The Universal Brother by Little Sister Kathleen of Jesus. So if you're interested in taking part in this book reading group, we will begin on January 25th, which is a Tuesday, I believe, at 7 p.m. over in the Adult Learning Center. And all are welcome, so order one of these books and come to our reading group as we learn about this great new saint that is going to be canonized in May. So have a great last week of Christmastide. See you in church.